What up YouTube, Steve from Team Purple Panda. I got another very cool video to show you guys today, and today I'm talking about something that can up everybody's game. I got a lot of requests from you guys, for tips and tricks and whatnot to up your game, and so this is one of them, and I believe this is something that can help everybody. So a lot of people ask me, where are the videos recently? And I want to answer that right now. I have been studying my ass off for the GRE exam to get into grad school, and I took the GRE last week and I beasted it. I mean, I did amazing at it. I did good. So somebody is going to grad school. So congratulations to me. Right. So anyway, back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Today I want to talk about something that is in everybody's deck, and that is Mystical Space Typhoon. It's just one of those very, very simple cards. It's very cheap, but because it's not very simple, very cheap, people don't really analyze it, don't really think about it. And honestly, MST is one of the strongest cards right now in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so strong that it's been in everyone's deck for God knows how long. I think for the past 4 metas, it's just been a staple in everyone's deck, and just continue to be amazing. Not much to say about its effect. You should know what it does already. But I want to talk about some techniques, some do's and don'ts that involve MST. So as you can see here, I have 2 MST running my deck. One is MRL, and the other one is Arc one. I really like this one. But anyway, there are actually 4 tiers of MST usage. Tier 1 being the best, obviously, and tier 4 being almost like wasting the card. A lot of people don't really think about this because, again, MST is such a cheap card and such a common card that they just kind of wasted it, and that's really bad. So let's go right into it. MST. First, I'll go with the last tier, the bottom tier. The bottom tier MST usage is to MST blindly. You never want to MST blindly. So for example, if my opponent has 3 set cards, so 3 set cards right here, and then you short turn, you draw, and you drew an MST, a lot of people will not value the MST and just go, oh, MST, and they roll a dice and pick one. If you have amazing luck, I guess that works for you, but statistically, it's not a good choice. It's not a good play. It's actually a very poor play. You essentially wasted the MST, because if you go MST and you say, I'll target this one, and it happens to be a threatening roar, then you just chain it and you're in your shell of luck, and then you just mine yourself once, and so you just kind of wasted the MST. So the tier 4 MST usage is blind MST. You never, ever, ever blind MST. Ever. So that's that. Now, tier 3 MST usage is this. It's when they have 1 set, right here, 1 set, and they set a monster like that, right? And you draw, and it's your turn, and you have MST in your hand. You go, oh yeah, MST. That is tier 3 usage. Now, why the reason why I say tier 3 usage is because they don't have 1 set, and that means if you MST it, they don't have any defense, and you can make big plays from then on. I can see why you want to do that, and sometimes it is beneficial, but the problem with that is that if you MST against something that is chainable, let's say if they set this card, and you MST it, and they go Dust Tornado, and they hit something of yours, then you minus yourself 1. Even though if you don't have anything for them to hit, if you MST it, it's just a 1-for-1, and you just hit their Dust Tornado, which is not really a key card. So it's essentially you also wasted the MST. So tier 3 is just MST 1 card. You don't want to do that. So what is tier 2? Tier 2 is when they have a card that's important, like say they go Royal Decree, and so it's a very important card, and then you go MST. That is a tier 2 play, meaning that you hit one of their important card and get rid of some of their play. So that's what a lot of people do. However, tier 1 MST is trying to get a +1 off your MST. And essentially what that means is you set this card, and they have 2 set right here. Where's the other one right here? They have 2 set, and then you go end, and it's their turn. They draw, and then you go Dust Tornado, and then you go chain MST and destroy the other one. So effectively, you're +1ing yourself from that particular play. That is tier 1 usage. So essentially, here are some very core rules that I play with, and it's been helping me ever since. So rule number 1, you never, ever ever blind MST. If you blind MST, you have just wasted that MST. If you hit something good, then congratulations. But a lot of times you hit something really shitty, like, you know, threatening roar. You may hit like, you might hit like a Call of the Hunted and they just chain after that. So you never want to blind MST. That's the first thing. Second rule, you want to have an MST in your hand at always. So if you drew an MST and you drew an MST is the only MST you have, you don't want to set it. You want to keep it in your hand. You always want to have, like, you know, MST ready to go in case they flip out some, like, you know, trap that you wouldn't get rid of. So if they have, you know, roll decree out, you always want to have an MST in your hand so that you can hit that decree, you can hit that, you know, Neko Valley, you can hit that whatever that just gives mass advantage. So you definitely always want to keep MST in your hand. So the third rule, which I found the most useful, is when to set MST. I only set MST when my opponent has a set card. So essentially, if you have a set card, you know, and then, you know, in a set monster, and then he goes end turn go, and I draw, then I'll set my MST. And then I'll know N or whatever else, right? The reason why is because as long as you have a set MST and they have a set card they haven't used yet, if they were to space your MST, you can always chain it and hit theirs and, you know, get that, you know, tier 1 effect going. But if not, it's cool. So essentially, rule 1, never blind MST. Rule 2, if you have only one MST in your hand, you keep it in your hand. You don't set it, you just keep it in your hand. So when you see the key moment to use it, then use it. And my final rule is that you only set your MST when they have a back row for you to hit. So that way you up your chance of, like, your MST hitting something useful and not have them, like, pick it off of their MST and whatnot. Like MST happens way too often. So that's that. So I really hope that, you know, you guys think about what I said and, you know, hope to help your game. So yeah, comment, question, all that good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the quickness. Peace out.